What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. And I almost just gave everything away. You might have been able to tell what this is just by seeing the corner of it here, but this is a pretty cool video. We're gonna actually be involving two things in this video. First of all, we've got some amazing brand new products from Jax Wax here. As you guys know, I was sponsored by Limitless Car Care, and we have no hard feelings, nothing at all wrong with the products, nothing at all wrong with the company. Sponsorship hasn't been renewed, and I'm really not quite sure what happened, so just no hard feelings there. Great people, great products, amazing company. I just feel like it was time to probably go ahead and move on to something else. So if you follow Ryan Mayer's channel, this is where I got the idea for Jax Wax. I went ahead, this is not a sponsored video, they're not paying me, they did not send that stuff out for free. I bought that kit, it was like 60 bucks, 70 bucks, something like that. And I'm definitely excited to use the products on this new vehicle we've got sitting in front of me today. So let's go ahead and welcome to the channel the brand new 2010 Hummer H3. We've got another four-wheel drive build to put on the channel, and I'm actually really excited about this one. Honestly, as an adult, sometimes you make really spontaneous purchase decisions. Yesterday was one of these. We were looking for, a little SUV, something that's not the size of a Tahoe or Suburban. I wanted to get a Jeep, really wanted to add a Jeep Wrangler to the channel, Jeep Wrangler to the family of vehicles here. But for whatever reason around here, the price is it's not justifiable. People drive the absolute crap out of them, 180, 200,000 miles, and they're still asking really, really high prices. And I know Jeeps hold their value very well, and that's the case for the high prices, but we went out, I've been looking at these for a couple of weeks. I've always loved Hummers. I really like the H2, obviously the H1, and the H3, it's up there too. I liked it. I would prefer the one with the V8, but the 5-cylinder will work just fine for me. But anyway, this is the new vehicle to the channel. Absolutely nothing done to it. Stock wheels, everything's stock, and it's just a really cool vehicle, and I can't wait to go ahead and kind of dive into it and show you guys. But the color on it is actually called Evolution Blue Metallic, which actually looks like a little bit of a gray. In different areas it looks like kind of could be green, kind of could be blue, so it's actually a really nice, unique little color. And the main reason to purchase a vehicle like this, and why we wanted kind of a smaller SUV, is I wanted to be able to pull trailers with something that's just not not the truck. I don't want to have to rely on the truck all the time. And we wanted something comfortable for road trips, and something that has enough room in it for when we do decide to have children in the future. We've got a vehicle for that, and I did not want just the average Equinox, Explorer, Traverse, whatever. So I think the Hummer is going to be a pretty good fit for us. So as you can see here, like I said, stock wheels, stock tire size, stock lights. The running boards, I'm not sure if they came with it or if they're aftermarket, but it's just a really nicely taken care of stock vehicle. Nobody's done any upgrades to. It doesn't have a single dent anywhere on the body. It does have some hail damage, hail dents on the top, but that's kind of normal for especially an 11-year-old vehicle. Inside is really cool. It's a beige or tan and black color scheme, but it flows together and it looks really nice. And honestly, I think this is the base model H3, but it's definitely plenty comfortable. It rides very nicely. We wanted a second four-wheel drive in the event that we needed something else to drive if it snows. If we needed two vehicles for me to drive to work and her to drive to work, or whatever the case may be, and we won't have to rely on the truck. I want to keep the truck kind of as like a like a weekend vehicle, a toy, take it to shows, stuff like that. But we're definitely going to be doing something to this. I don't think I'm going to go with anything extreme. Probably just a level kit. I might just throw some 33s on these stock wheels, because honestly, I really like the stock Hummer wheels. I've always liked them. They look good, and for a Hummer or for a Jeep, I think we should stick with the smaller wheel, larger tire, just because that fits the style of the vehicle. And I don't know, I'm just excited to have another build. It's another four-wheel drive. Actually technically it's an all-wheel drive. The four-wheel drive system's on all the time, which was kind of a little bit of a downfall for me, but after driving it, it handles everything pretty well. It handles corners, handles turns really well. Really smooth ride, and it's going to be a fun build. It really is. And hopefully you guys are a little bit more excited about that than you were the Cobalt or the Mustang, since it is another GM truck, another four-wheel drive. based off of the Colorado platform, as you guys may or may not know. So here we have the Vortec 5-cylinder engine. It's definitely different, and honestly it's a pretty cool engine setup. This is the engine bay. They didn't do anything at this dealership we got it from. You can tell a lot of the dust and the dirt and everything from the previous owners still here. It's just been kept really clean. All the fluids are nice and clean. The tanks are nice and clean, and overall it's just a really clean little Hummer. And I'm glad we were able to pick it up. This thing's only got 110,000 miles on it, which is fairly low, especially for any other Hummers I looked up and we saw. Most of them were going around 150, 180, even over 200,000. People were still wanting around the same price as we got this one for. So yeah, pretty good deal. So very first thing when people usually get a new vehicle, especially me, definitely want to do a nice detail on it. And typically people do an oil change, but I do know when the last or the next oil change is on this, so I'm not going to worry about that right now. But I'm really excited to use these new products. Like I said, they're not sponsored yet. I'm probably going to try to work with them here in the future if I like the products. Two things I'm really excited about is the wheel and tire cleaner, and then just the car wash soap. Honestly, guys, this stuff works out pretty good. It really did a pretty good job on the silver wheels. You saw that dirt coming off. That was all the dirt and brake dust washing off. So you want to make sure you do that within, like, a couple of minutes. So I'm going to go ahead and finish these up. Get started with the foam cannon. All right, the Hummer is officially done with its first wash, and I can say that those Jax Wax products, the ones that I've used so far, work very, very well. The car wash soap did a really great job bringing out the shine, and really letting me see what this color really looks like, because it doesn't show dirt extremely well, which is a good thing. I did not realize how dirty it really was, and a lot of that come off, and now we've got a really nice reflection. And this is without any wax. I haven't spray detailed it, I haven't waxed it, nothing. And it's just really looking good. Aside from the fogged over lights, the thing's pretty clean. And like I said, it's 11 years old. It's got a few little things here and there. It's got one paint chip in the door, no dents at all in the body, one small scratch on that fender, one paint chip on the hood, and some hail dents, on the hood and the roof, which is pretty typical. I would say for the most part, this thing is probably kept in the garage for a lot of its life, which is nice, and we're gonna give it another chance, kind of like I don't know how many owners it's had. I think it's had one or two. Give it a little second chance and really just treat it right and make it into something pretty cool, and I'm really excited about it. That wheel cleaner is phenomenal. That wheel cleaner did such a great job. These wheels were covered in dirt, brake dust, whatever, and it really brought out the shine of that silver paint on those wheels. And like I said, these Hummer H3 wheels, in my opinion, they look really good. For a stock OE wheel, they look really nice. The wheel cleaner got a lot of the brown stuff off the tires, like you saw that as it was being rinsed off, and it did a really nice job. So we've got that done, got that taken care of, and we're going to restore some of the black plastics that have faded over time, such as this pillar trim here, probably some of the door handles. The mirrors are just a little faded, and you know, then we should be, you know, on our way to looking really sharp. We'll go over some of the interior on this thing. You know, really nice for a base model. Like I said, this is a base model H3 from what I can, you know, gather and what I can understand, and it's nice. I love the tan and the black, really good color combo, and the cloth seats are surprisingly really comfortable. You wouldn't think that they're so comfortable by the way that they look, but really comfortable. Cannot wait to take this to Kansas City here in a couple of weeks. It's going to be great for road trips. The dash layout, super simple. It's got a nice little aluminum looking gauge cluster here, aluminum panel here. This radio probably soon to be replaced with a double din. We've got all-time 4-wheel drive. It's always in 4 high, so you can lock it in 4 high, lock it in 4 low. Some of the adventure packages come with locking differentials, which this one does not, and you know, it's kind of a bummer, but you know, it is what it is. They came with some really nice Hummer branded WeatherTech style floor mats, which is really cool. Less money that I have to spend. Definitely need to get some LEDs in here. This yellow just looks absolutely terrible. Like I said, headliner, everything, it's just all in really good shape for 110,000 miles. Somebody really took good care of it. They really did. We'll give it a fire up here. Fire's right up, no check engine lights, no codes. It did have a low tire when we got it, so it took me a second to get that tire pressure light off, but it's off now. So like you see here, 110,598 miles. For a 5-cylinder, they're really weird. 5 cylinders, it's an odd number to have, so it does have a little bit of a vibration at idle, and I think that's really just due to it having 5 cylinders. It's odd. A really strong sounding engine. Flip on the lights here. It does have fog lights, which is really nice. I think they all come pretty much standard with fogs. Gotta get rid of the halogen. There's so many options, so many things that we could do to really make this thing look unique and look good. Probably doing a leveling kit. It does have a little bit of a forward rake, so probably gonna do a leveling kit of some sort, whatever they've got out there for it, and raise it up. I know it does have torsion bars tucked up under there, and it's a different setup. It's an IFS setup still. It's just a little bit different than my truck is, so that's something else I'm going to have to you know, learn. And that's the great thing about getting another vehicle. Something else to learn, something else to mess with, something else to build. And you know, for anybody out there that has a Hummer H3, we're going to have some Hummer H3 content. And you know, they're really cool vehicles. I enjoy it. It's fun to drive, it's comfortable, it handles really well, and I think we're gonna have some fun with it. That being said, guys, I think I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up this video. It's probably gonna be a little bit of a longer video, but we've got the 2010 Hummer, and I am really happy with it, and I'm ready to change it up on it and make it ours. You know how I am and how most of you guys are. Can't leave a vehicle alone. You got to do it. You know, got to change something. Got to do something to make it yours, and that's exactly what we're gonna do with this Hummer. And you know, I hope you guys are excited for it. You know, it's like I said, it's another 4-wheel drive GM vehicle to put on the channel. So, you know, I think it's going to be a really cool thing to do. Really fun little project, fun little build. You know, like I said, I'm going to keep it mild, going to keep it clean, keep it simple. So I can't wait to see what happens and where we go with this thing next. I hope you guys all enjoyed the video. If you did, go down below, click that thumbs up button for me. It would really help me out. Hit that subscribe button on your way out, and we will see you all in the next video. Take care.